Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video, I am calling out Manchester United fans. Yesterday, we drew 0-0 to Liverpool at Anfield. In hindsight, probably a good point, but we were absolutely shocking. But because we got a point, United fans literally popping open champagne bottles. It's embarrassing. Why are you gassing up a point at Anfield? It's disgraceful. The standards at this football club are on the floor. We are now accepting drawing at Anfield. All we did yesterday was park the bus. Yes, we defended well. We created nothing up front. And the one chance we got, if that's Rooney, Ronaldo, Salah, Haaland, it's a goal. Højlund is not United quality. He doesn't do the job. He can't hold the ball up, can't win headers, can't finish. So, yeah, the front three at Manchester United is the worst it's ever been. But Garnacho looks world class because of how shit our front three is. We don't score goals. And United fans gassing up the performance, it's actually embarrassing. They're bantering Liverpool fans for drawing. Have that. United stand, have that. The big United channels are actually giving Liverpool fans banter for drawing 0-0. Liverpool were the better team. They were the only team that wanted to win. United basically were playing anti-football. Smash it up the pitch to Højlund, who's not going to do anything because he's about as useful as a spastic reading a spelling test. Smash it upfield. Of course, we're not going to win anything. Give Liverpool the ball back, they come at us again. Smash it upfield, they come again. Rinse, repeat. And if Liverpool were clinical, Salah, Darwin, very poor. Diaz, very poor. If they're 5% on their game, it's another hammering. Of course, it is a positive. Last time we went to Anfield 7-0, 0-0 is a positive. We defended well. Anthony, Shaw and Varane were very good. But, yeah, too much hype for a poor performance, if you ask me. Let's delve deeper into the stats. Liverpool battered us from pillar to post. 69% of the ball. 34 shots. 8 on target for Liverpool. We had 1 shot on target all game. And as I say, if that's Rooney, Ronaldo, Van Persie, a clinical striker, it's a goal. And you're begging for that one chance at Anfield. And because we don't have an out-and-out striker, it's just straight at the keeper. So it's a non-event. We were poor. And United fans gassing up our performance. Give your head a shake. Where is your standards at this football club? Are we honestly accepting going to Anfield and a draw is a good result? We're shocking. We're shambolic. Look at the results we got away with this season. Wolves, for example. Out of the EFL Cup. Bottom of the group in the Champions League. And we go to Anfield and draw 0-0 and everyone's literally cocks out another windmill. Come on, man. Where's the standards? Honestly, I don't understand it. And you've got the audacity to banter Liverpool fans. They absolutely battered us and outplayed us. What's to banter about? Liverpool are a better side and will finish ahead of us this season. So I don't get the banter one iota. I'm a Manchester United fan. I want us to be better than Liverpool. But the facts are we're not. They outplayed us yesterday and deserve to win. But it's their own fault that they didn't win. Because, like I say, their front three were shocking. And on a better day, they beat us 4 or 5 again. United fans gassing about 1 point, I don't understand it. Yes, in hindsight, it's a good point. But what is that point going to mean? It's not going to gain us top 4, is it? So it's irrelevant. Standards are on the floor. The positives are a clean sheet, defence, and a good response from the 7-0 battering. But yeah, the writing's on the wall. It's alright turning up against Liverpool. These players, they like to turn up against the big sides, the Chelseas, the Liverpools, stink the joint out against Newcastle and Brentford, and no doubt they'll stink the joint out against West Ham and Aston Villa that are next to come. Oh, them two are not big sides, even though Villa played probably the most entertaining football. Yeah, the writing's on the wall in the next 2 games. Are you going to turn up against West Ham and Villa? We parked the bus all game. It's unacceptable. If honestly, as a Manchester United fan, you're accepting that performance, 0-0 at Anfield, parking the bus all game, smashing it up the pitch for Liverpool to come back at us, and one shot on target all game, then I don't know where your standards are. That is not an acceptable performance by Manchester United. One shot on target, and obviously Rasmus bottles it. They're my honest thoughts. I don't get this gassing the performance. We were absolutely shocking. Literally all game, smash it long, Liverpool come back at us, but Liverpool weren't clinical. Onana was an absolute joke for most of the game. Every time he got the ball, petrified, like a cat in litter, just shits himself. He's knocked the ball out of play. He goes to the centre back. He's gone to play it to the winger. I've lost count how many times he's overhit it and knocked it out of play. He's honestly awful. Awful, awful, awful. He's meant to be good with his toes. That's the reason we got rid of De Gea. It looks like, honestly, you're gambling £1 million to get 10 million back, but you're settling for £1. It's unacceptable. Honestly, these are my honest thoughts. I give a straightforward, honest opinion. The United fans, honestly, I think it's an embarrassment the way they're gassing it up. Bantering Liverpool fans for what? They're a better side than us and will finish ahead of us this season. Liverpool deserved to win the game. They were the only team that wanted to win. United played anti-football and are absolutely delighted with the point. That is how low the mighty have fallen. And yeah, it's unacceptable. If we played well and got a point, it's a different story. But we basically stunk the joint out and played anti-football. We honestly are one of the worst teams in the league for entertainment value. You've got Tottenham and Villa entertaining everyone. That was one of the worst games of the season. And United are honestly one of the most boring teams to watch. Our front three are non-existent. They don't score goals. And Scott McTominay as our captain to top it off is where we're at. Bruno literally gets a yellow card because he can't be asked to go to Anfield. And then we got Scott McTominay as our captain. And Varane, who actually had one of his best games in a United shirt, should be the captain. And Scott McTominay is barking orders at the team. Yeah. United fans, honestly, you need to give your head a shake. The standards have fallen at this club. The season's going to be rotten. We're going to be out the FA Cup. No top four. It's a joke. Stop lowering the standards. It's unacceptable. That performance yesterday was unacceptable. And we got away with it because Liverpool weren't clinical. Straight down the pipe. That's how I see it. Comment down below your thoughts. We'll always reply.